I watch a lot of religious debates on YouTube, and I would say it's a good way to get familiar with arguments for and against God, but the debaters often get stuck on semantics, and it feels like they just want to look good to the audience and they don't care about what the other person's trying to say. Here's a prime example from Can Atheists Justify Human Rights?
Okay. I'm just going to ask a simple question just to wrap it up. Is wrong objectively past, present, future, yes or no?
Yes.
You shouldn't hesitate here.
It's an why not?
The fact he has to think if it's objectively wrong or not is a big enough red flag of what atheism creates. There is no answer he could have given that would have satisfied us. If he said yes, he'd be contradicting himself. If he said no, he sounds like a monster. This presents the theist side as looking more moral and more logical. It's not. Today, I'm going to explain to you guys why I think none of us have objective morality. I'm going to speak about Islam, reference Quran Hadith, but I think a lot of this also applies to Christianity. At first glance, it makes sense to say that theists have objective morality. Muslims especially take pride in the fact that Islam doesn't change for anyone. We still practice the same way they practiced 1,400 years ago. The text hasn't changed, sure, but how we practice has most certainly changed with the times. My first point is aisha. I know, such a unique and never done before topic. For those of you who don't know somehow, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, married Aisha. Narrated Aisha that the Prophet ﷺ married her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old. We defend this by saying preservation of knowledge. Because Aisha was so young, she lived for many years and was able to transmit thousands of hadith. But then some like to claim, according to her sister's age of death, if we do these calculations, she was actually 17 to 19. What good is being the source for all these hadiths if we can't even agree how old she was when she literally told us? The main point I hear is simply it was a different time back then. Girls matured faster, child marriage was normalized. The people who criticized the Prophet back then didn't even use that as ammunition against him. Physically, people did not mature faster back then. There has never been a time where a 6-year-old or a 9-year-old was mature enough, physically mature enough. Everyone was doing it back then. Is Islam not a religion for all times? In that case, why don't we change other rulings to better fit our time now? There's no age limit. Islam leaves up to the girl's parents to decide when she seems to have sound judgment. Some parents marry their daughter off in exchange for protection and resources, convincing themselves it's okay because Islam said so. Our Prophet did it. Even if they aren't living in poverty, if they simply believe that their 6-year-old girl is ready for marriage, who are we to say that she isn't? It's sunnah to get married young, right? Child marriage affects 12 million girls under 18 globally each year, meaning roughly 1 in 5 young women aged 20 to 24 worldwide were married during their childhood. Over 650 million women alive today have been affected. But I don't think you guys care. I'm guilty too. In the past, seeing a news article about how another Muslim country has lowered the age of consent, my first instinct was to comment, it's not Islam, it's culture. But where in Islam does it say that she needs to be 16, 18? Our Prophet married a 6-year-old. You guys will write long comments under my videos, responding to all my points but leaving out my questions about FGM. You're so focused on defending the rulings, you're not thinking about why I'm questioning them in the first place, how many girls they affect. My second example is slavery. Slavery, all types. You already know it. Surah An-Nisa verse 24. Also forbidden to you unmarried women except female captives in your possession. The Prophet had slaves, so why don't we? Because even though the Quran doesn't explicitly abolish slavery, we came to understand that it is wrong. And if any of those bonds people in your possession desires a contract to buy their own freedom, make it possible for them if you find goodness in them. And give them some of Allah's wealth which He has granted you. Do not force your slave girls into prostitution for your own worldly gains while they wish to remain chaste. And if someone coerces them, then after such a coercion, Allah is certainly all forgiving, most merciful to them. Where is our objective morality now? God did not explicitly say, stop slavery. We chose to prioritize the verses about freeing slaves over the ones permitting them. I apologize, I lost my flow state. I went to make dinner. It's 10:30. It felt like the most British dinner ever. I made sausage, mashed potato, gravy. I gave my sister Yorkshire pudding because there wasn't enough sausage. We're watching Harry Potter, very British. Anyways, the text itself may not have changed, but our understanding of it did. How we interpret and implement it did. Isn't that the definition of subjective morality? Most of us don't understand Arabic. We're relying on men to translate for us, and we're relying on them to give us rulings when God hasn't. You know when cameras were first invented, they said it was haram? And now we all carry around tiny cameras in our pocket. Let's take selfie. Say cheese. Cheese! Theists say that we have objective morality because God tells us what is right and wrong. It seems to me that we tell us what is right and wrong. The question from the debate I inserted at the start is wrong. I don't know, it's funny coming from a Muslim. We all know the hadith about if a man invites his wife to bed and she says no, the angels will curse her. And there are so many others that I would like to say, but I'm scared YouTube will take the video down. Off the top of my head, there's one about they came back from somewhere and they were asking the Prophet a question. And it was about, yeah, it's uncomfortable to even speak about, but they took Arab women captive and they were missing their wives. So they, yeah. And the Prophet's answer was, up until the day of judgment, the soul that will be born, so it's okay. But as a modern person, you have to ask, yeah, why didn't he say, guys, don't do that? Taking women captive and doing that to them. And then, yeah, the irony of a Muslim in the debate asking, is it objectively wrong? I don't know. Can you say? If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I actually filmed the video twice before, but I lost all the footage because it turns out my micro SD card was counterfeit. But it might have been a good thing because the other videos, it was titled Do We Need God to Be Good? And yeah, it was just very long. Like, we were going into the definitions of good and evil, moral dumbfounding. Is it morally okay to eat your dog, Jonathan Haidt? This one was much more straight to the point. A bit heavy, but I hope you understood what I was trying to say. As always, feel free to share your opinion down below, whether you agree or disagree. Someone asked me to talk about aisha, so here it is. If you guys have any other topics you want me to explore, let me know. Also, I think I'm going to cut my hair again. After this, you guys have to keep me accountable, okay? After the next time I cut my hair, I'm not going to cut it anymore. This is probably my favourite length. Not how it's styled right now. I tried to style it, I don't know, I don't like it. Just how it is normally, like more messy. I think not like that. It's the end of the video, it's okay. Well, it's so hot out here, guys. Got 5 heat waves this year. This is the last one, so I think it's coming to an end. Make sure to stay hydrated. Have a good day. I love you guys. Bye bye. Oh, also, did you guys notice I had face track off today? Normally I have it on, and every time I move, it's doing up a madness. Also, my legs really hurt, guys. It's the end of the video. I'm telling you, I sit on the floor on the pillow. My knees hurt. Yeah, I wanna, yeah. This channel was, the other channel was so like fun and silly. This channel is so serious. Always talking about serious topics. Sometimes a gal just wants to talk about. Anyways, I'm gonna, yeah. Bye bye. Yeah, bro.